Hey, govannen, niblings. Let's play LotRO, episode 82. So, I've come to, here, this entrance here into Evendim, the Evendim Gate between North Towns and Evendim, and there's a ranger here, so I'm going to talk to him.
Would you do something for me?
Alright, so he says if I'm passing into Evendim, I should talk to Calenglad. And I am passing into Evendim. And he just talks about the various dangers of Evendim. Alright, so I'll go talk to Calenglad, since I'm already going to do that. So this is Evendim. I've just come out of the fields of Fornost. There are still... it's quite dangerous here. Many of these creatures are red. But there are still lots of shades around this part of Evendim. Let's get farther into Evendim. It's no longer shades, it's other creatures. So, I was looking up Aragorn and Elendil's relation, or not Elendil, Elrond. Elendil is not related to Elrond, or not as directly as I thought. Elendil was a Númenórean, and Elrond was a half-elf. But Aragorn Aragorn is a direct descendant of one of Elrond's brothers, though Aragorn is only a teensy tiny bit elven. It gets a little confusing because there were multiple generations of half-elves. And Elrond was pretty much one of the youngest and one of the last remaining half-elves, I think. Before there were no more half-elves, which the whole thing about there not being any more half-elves is kind of confusing. But, you know, look it up if you want to read about it. I'm not going to bother explaining it in the video because I don't totally understand it myself, and even when I do read about it, it's still pretty confusing. Oh, getting some lag here. I'm going to get this episode and the last episode up, and then I'm probably going to wait for this festival to end before I record any more because the summer festival has a lot of people in the game. And I've noticed the servers have been a little laggier than usual. Alright, so this is Tinnudir, this island here. It's a little island in the middle of Lake Evendim.
What can I do for you?
So I unlock this travel route, which is very important. And I need to talk to Calenglad, who looks like is down this way. Here he is. So this is a big ranger camp here on Tinnudir.
What do you need?
So he just says, yep, the ranger that I talked to was right. But he can't abandon the situation he's in at the moment. And there we go, level 30. Let's see, I don't want to do the festival quest. And this is just a vector quest telling me to go to Evendim. And so Obarton is this hobbit village down here at the very edge of Evendim, where Evendim and the Shire touch each other. Remember, these are the green fields where I rescued the sheep. So Evendim, or Obarton and Dwalling are the northernmost parts of the Shire, basically. And this quest is sending me to Obarton, but I'm going to skip Obarton. I might do a little bit of Dwalling, but I'm going to skip Obarton.
Greetings.
Right, a letter from Aragorn. He doesn't trust me. And I'm going to choose the morale potion instead of the power potion.
How can I be of service?
Let me look at these deeds that I have here. Reach level 30 as a Beorn. Explore the Lonelands? I'm not sure why it's telling me that. I think it meant to bring up something different. I've got some mail, which I'll read in a second, but I know what it is. Okay, you put me in a difficult situation, Hvila. I cannot in good conscience send you or help you without testing you first. So he doesn't want to disobey Aragorn, but he also needs to figure out if he trusts Hvila. So he says, help rangers. Well, I can do that. Alright, so here's some mail. Level 30 is when you get your second class quest. So, Langhár, who is Hvila's sister, if I remember correctly. Grimborn sent me to Eriador to track a man that has turned evil. The man is a full moth who is a Beorning. But he's become a menace. So Langhár has to defeat him. I'll make for Ostgruth. You notice the fire just came on. That's because the sun's going down. It is now sunset. And fires in friendly outposts come on. So, Langhár wants my help in Ostgruth. I think I'm going to go do that. My milestone is set to... now, I do have a swift travel route from here to Bree, so I can do that. I'm going to change my milestone, however. I'm going to just set it this way. Here to Tinnudir, because I'll be here in Tinnudir for a bit. And oh, there's also a boat travel here. Now, this works just like a stable master. It even has the stable master icon.
What can I do for you?
Those of you who played the game long ago may remember that it used to be that if you had to do quests here, you had to either ride all the way around the lake, or you had to swim across the lake. But that is not the case anymore. There are these boat routes. 1, 2, 3, and 4 that can take you to all the different places in Evendom. Very handy. Alright, so I'm going to take a break from this quest line here.
How can I be of service?
And I'm going to go back to Ostgruth. Oh, I got a new ability. Relentless Maul. It is an attack that can be used in bear form. It does fire damage? What? That's pretty cool. Does one of my weapons do fire? Oh, it's doing fire damage because my weapon does fire damage. That's right. Alright, and it makes me... Oh, this is interesting. It's a channeled skill. Oh, I am curious to see what it's like. Because I know it is a little unusual. I've read about this skill. But it does a heal, apparently. Which is pretty cool. Right, well, we just got here to Evendom, but I want to do the class quest first. So I'm going to take all these swift travel routes back to Ostgruth.
What can I do for you?
And I have to go to South Bree to access the Ostgruth travel route. I thought that was a little weird. That you have to go through Bree to get to a lot of the different places, but it's fine.
Greetings.
Alright, here's Lost Growth. Alright. Now, where is she? It didn't give me a quest. I suppose I could drop these North Downs quests, since I am done with the North Downs. Huh. What does... Oh, Frederick.
Stay a moment.
Oh, no, I'm skipping that one. Oh, look, here she is. Langhár. Hey, haven't seen her in a while. Remember her? The green tattoo that looks kind of like a vine?
No pleasant journey draws me hither.
Okay. So, we have to fight one of our own folk. Awful Moth. Beorning has commanded it, and Langhár thinks it's just. Someone is sending me a tell asking me if I am new. I'm not. I'm not going to reply. I appreciate the... basically, they're asking if I want to join their kinship, but I am not going to join their kinship. I appreciate them asking, but yeah, it's not my intention with this character. Moth began straying and encountered someone in Mirkwood. Something took root in Moth's heart. He spoke vile words and then fled. And now we hear that he is killed without mercy. Langhár says she needs someone at her side. I'm going to reply to this person really quick. I'm just going to say, I'm not new. I'm not interested in the kinship, but thank you for your offer. That's the thing I like about the LotRO community. Everyone's really nice.
Let us go at once.
Alright. So this is a private instance.
Moth has brought this fate upon himself, but it does not make our duty of bringing him to justice any easier.
Okay, so we're in Harlowegg. These ruins down here. You might remember I came down here to do this one quest at one point to kill a shade. So he's hiding in these ruins. I've never done this quest before. Almost everything that I do in these videos I have done before, but this one I have not. Okay, let me make a honey cake. Eat it real quick. And catch up with Langhár. Langhár can handle herself, right? Alright, I'm gonna go into bear form. I'm gonna try out this new ability here. Relentless Maul. Oh wow. Check that out. That's pretty funny. Okay, that Parry or evade many attacks. Oh, I completed a deed. Check that out. And that opened a meta deed. I was thinking maybe I had a deed for doing Relentless Maul, but it doesn't look like it. Oh, I do have a deed. It did open a deed for Relentless Maul as well. Okay. And I might look like I might finish another deed today. Slam. I might finish today. Alright, Langhár says there are more than bog lurkers here. Dwarves? Oh, dour hands. So this new ability is pretty interesting. That's an animation I have not seen before. I wonder if I have... Oh yeah, I'm getting new deeds because I hit level 30. Deed to use Bee Swarm. So I need to try all my skills and see if I got any new deeds for them. Who are these dwarves? Why did they attack us? Langhár doesn't know, but we know, don't we? Oh, I see Awful Moth. Awful Moth. Working with dour hands. So he thinks we're betraying Beorn somehow. He says, leave this place and I will not harm you. But I don't think it's gonna pan out that way. You've slain innocent folk. And he says, the laws of men do not bind us. She says, Beorn would not allow this. I'm guessing they're cousins. Awful Moth, I think, is not one of Grimbeorn's children, but is one of Beorn's grandchildren. So he's saying things like, we're stronger than other people, we don't need to follow the laws of humans because they are weaker than Beornings. He's talking about Beorn's alliance with dwarves, and seems to think that the... Ooh, I know who that is. This is Skorgrim. Wow. He is saying the flames of hatred in Awful Moth make him strong. And now he's challenging Awful Moth to slay his kin. That's Jenny coughing in the background. She just woke up. She's been sleeping beside me while I do these videos. Ooh, this is looking tough. Here, I want to get a shot with Langhár. She looks taller than me where she's standing, but it's just the hill doing something weird. I can't really get a good shot with her. I'll try again later. Okay. Are you ready, Hvila? Awful Moth will not come with us. We can't let him go. So, Awful Moth is mistaking the dour hands for the dwarves that Beorn allied with, who were Longbeards. And in the past, we have assisted the Longbeards against the dour hands. Or I guess maybe not directly. Oh no, we did go to Arid Luin and do a few quests, didn't we? So we did fight the Longbeards, or with the Longbeards, against the dour hands. I'm going to take out these dour hands first. And then I'll go for awful. I do this really silly animation. Well, it's really... It doesn't do a whole lot of damage. It's supposed to heal? I don't know. I don't really see it healing. Uh-oh. Langhár is hurt. Uh-oh. I completed Slam. Got some LotRO points. Where's he going? Got him. Oh. The animation did something weird there. Langhár. She is deeply hurt. She doesn't know much about Skorgrim. We've learned a little bit about him. But he was manipulating Awfulmoth somehow. We've done as Beorning asked. Perhaps tomorrow we'll do something about Skorgrim. Let's return to Ostguruth. Okay. Alright, I want to get a screenshot with Langhár.
We have the victory, but it is not a happy one.
So we had to kill Awfulmoth. I think Langhár was hoping to reason with him. His words were cruel. Get a racial trait from this. Some great evil crossed his path in Mirkwood. And he allied with Skorgrim. Langhár will stay here for a time and rest, and then she'll go talk to Beorning about this. Alright. And that completed another part of a meta deed. So here I got this racial deed, or this racial trait, Virtuous Beorning. I'll go ahead and equip that. It's really not that good, but I don't have anything else to equip, so it's fine. Alright, that's going to do it for this episode, Niblings. Tune in next time, and we'll return to Evendim.